Om Shanti. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Welcome to another Yoga Small Talk. And we continue with 7 minutes Bhagavad Gita a day. And we are almost done with the first teaching of Karma Yoga, which appears in chapter 2 of the Bhagavad Gita, the Yoga of Action, which is suitable for everybody, which is the key to purifying the mind, which means living a life in accordance with the rules of Dharma, righteous living, and sustaining ourselves and the entire society at the same time. And as we do that, we get ourselves more and more ready for the highest knowledge, which will bring to us the highest bliss. And we are reading verse 52 of chapter 2. When the intellect crosses beyond the mire of delusion, then thou shalt attain to indifference as to what has been heard and what has yet to be heard. So when someone tells us when something will happen, what is the first conclusion that we draw? That we are not there yet, that some work needs to be done. But Lord Krishna here emphasizes to Arjuna what will be the results of the process. This is, of course, to prompt him to act, to encourage him to take up the path of Karma Yoga and to drop his delusion. And this is very, very beautifully explained in Swami Shivananda's commentary. The mire of delusion is the identification of the self with the non-self. So as we said before, Arjuna, and through him it is also demonstrated to us, is identifying with the body, mind, sense complex and thinking that there is nothing else. And already in the beginning of the teaching, Lord Krishna tells him, you are not this perishable body. In essence, you are the Supreme. You are eternal, you are pure bliss and you are pure knowledge. Your essence is of the nature of the Supreme Divine. Brahman, Atman, God, as is named in different places, is the same. It is the Supreme, it is divine, and it is of the nature of existence, knowledge, bliss, absolute. So Lord Krishna tells him, but you are deluded, Arjuna. You are not seeing it. The sense of discrimination between the self and the not-self is confounded by the mire of delusion, and the mind runs towards sensual objects and the body is taken as the pure self. So when you are still in this mire of delusion, which is the case, otherwise practice would not be needed, then you identify with the body and let the mind run after the senses, thinking that you can reach happiness, security, comfort, and all the things that we are looking for through the interaction between the senses and the sense objects. And this is the loss of discrimination. When you attain purity of mind, again when, meaning you are not there yet, and remember, Karma Yoga is a very, very, very strong instrument for purifying the mind. So Lord Krishna tells Arjuna, why am I telling you to do those practices, right? Because when you attain the purity, which is the fruit of this practice that I'm telling you now to practice, so what will happen? When you attain purity of mind, you will attain to indifference regarding things heard and yet to be heard. So we constantly live between the past and the future. What we have done, what will happen, how we will react, how miserable it will make us. There is fear, there is anxiety, there is sadness. And here it says there is delusion. So when we, through the practice of Karma Yoga, are able to purify the mind and gain a sense of discrimination and reduce our identification with all that is transitory, with all that is passing, and as we analyze the things that we put so much energy into, we can see how much they are passing. Then we will be beyond this delusion and we will be ready for the highest knowledge. Now again, it doesn't mean that we are developing this complete indifference towards all that is passing, because some of the things that it is our dharma to take care of, for instance, to serve society, if we have children, family, to serve our family, etc., they are passing, transitory. We all know that. But we still need to serve and love them. But how? In a dharmic manner, and to the extent possible, without attachment, understanding that they are like a deposit that we have received from God. This is our karma. And we need to take care of this deposit very, very, very well. But it is not us and it is not ours. And this is the essence. So Lord Krishna tells Arjuna, go, practice karma yoga. And then this delusion that you have about your evil relatives, remember, they are very, very evil. His cousins, whom he's feeling very sorry about right now. So when you purify, you will stop thinking, I am theirs and they are mine. And all this anguish that you are experiencing now will disappear, and you will understand that there is a duty, the duty of a soldier to fight in a righteous war, to eradicate evildoers. So Lord Krishna is reminding this here to Arjuna. And kind of giving us the first half of the summary of the practice, where the practice is taking us, what are the benefits, why should we do it. So this is the first half, and the second half of the summary will follow in the next talk. Om Shanti.